What's going on, boys and gals? So, Isa is with me today. I'm over at his casa. We're gonna be making some baits. As you can see, safety first. So we got our high vis on, we got our gloves going on, and we got, it's not safety glasses, but it's glasses. It's important to deal with whenever you playing with molten plastic. So we're gonna go through today, make some baits, play around with some different molds, some different colors, and they're gonna join in on the fun. So I want y'all guys stay tuned and let's have some fun messing with some baits. Alrighty, so today we're gonna start off messing around with basically a June bug color. So to start, obviously we take just a Pyrex cup. We pour in some plastic. And at first we're gonna do some injection molds. Maybe we'll make another episode today doing hand pours, but so I pour out 1 cup of plastic and hit the microwave. Microwave, put that in for 2 minutes. If I remember correctly, that's about how long that one takes. But while that's heating up, ventilation is importante. Gotta touch it a little bit harder.
Hola, people. The screen right there, it's like in this corner right here, it says no battery.
But obviously,
but it's still working. It's wizard magic.
So this is starting to enter what's called gel phase. So the top has started to do its thing, but the bottom obviously hasn't because you gotta stir it. Just like Hot Pockets, bro. If you just leave it there and you put it for 2 minutes, then the ones in the middle still got ice in it. The ones on the outside are, the floor is lava.
Oh.
So the whole thing is we want to heat it up to 350 degrees. You don't want to go over by too much, because if you go over by too much, the plastic will turn kind of yellow.
That means burning, basically.
You burnt it. So you just check it periodically. Starting to get a little thinner, so it's getting closer to that point. See how it's not all thick?
Now it's runny.
Yeah, so we're getting closer to it. Probably another 20 seconds is my guess, but that's why we got a thermometer. $297. So yeah, probably got another 30 to 45 seconds. Do that, and from there, and we'll bring the plug over here to the vacuum pot. We'll suck all those air bubbles out, and then I'll reheat one more time, and we'll see if we need to pull air bubbles again or whatever. You just look at the plastic and we'll be able to see. Yeah. But what you do typically, is you typically add your colorant before, because if there's moisture in the colorant, then it'll cause bubbles because it's water being evaporated. Right. So you always add your pigments and your flake beforehand. So a little bit longer. We're getting close to that 350 mark. The importance of bringing it up to temperature is so you actually get it to bond, as well as it actually makes it pure. So if you don't get it up to proper temp, what happens is it'll be kind of sticky and gummy whenever the bait's done. So now let's see here, what color we're making. Black grape.
introducing you our sponsor for today, Bubbler. They're not our sponsor, but they're also not our sponsor.
They're not our sponsor, but they're not our sponsor with not.
Drink water. That's really, really good. It's nice. And it's not like all saucery.
Effervescent. Sure. So you judge how much color you need, not by how it looks in here, because this is what the color would look like if the plastic, whenever you made the bait, was this thick.
Correct.
You judge off of the knife. So you can take it and you can go. And okay, so that's how thick the color is. So obviously you need to add more. Yeah, the drip, Susan.
The drip.
That's the drip there.
So you always do it in increments, right? Because you can always add more color. You can't take color out.
I have to get my other GoPro.
I've got my DSLR that's in the car, so it's starting to thicken up a little bit more. You see how it's getting a little darker. Still need some more color.
We'll try something whenever we do another. While he's mixing that up, our second sponsor, Tire Foam. Not Armor All. They didn't want to do anything with us. At zero. Like, we didn't even bother to email them. So just let's ignore that. Tire Foam. You know, they sponsor us with enough foam to bring you one video every 6 months.
In Antarctica time.
Yes. So when we see daylight, you see video.
We're also ground dwellers, so we don't see daylight. So this is probably about where I'm wanting it.
So is this still wet or does it cool off really quick?
You can literally peel that off of the table.
Oh, it's like warm,
Watch this.
slimy. Oh, it's still wet?
Yeah, that one's still wet. Okay,
So,
that's about the thing.
I guess you probably can't see it. It's pretty dope. So this is the actual color that you would get once you're...
Yeah, so now it wouldn't be as cloudy. So there's air bubbles that are in here.
Well, yeah.
So it gives it a little bit of cloudy and opaqueness. So it's starting to thicken up a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add flake. So I'm gonna add red. And I think I'm gonna add black, just to give it some body. And I just take a regular old spoon.
Interesting. I like it.
Picasso.
I like it. Picasso.
I'll do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add some black just to get a little bit more body. So one of the reasons that I really enjoy doing this way is that I get to make whatever I want, and it's very rare that you actually make a color that's just like, that is garbage. You know,
It already looks really interesting so far.
So-
Maybe the black. I think the black would have looked cooler if it was white plates.
so
Would have been more galaxy themed, but
the whole thing is to add body to the bait.
Yeah.
To make it seem, so if you don't have enough flake, it's like it's not even a thing. So as this dries, whenever this dries, we'll pull it up, but we'll pull it up as one piece so we don't get all kind of cloudy with it. But you can see how it's thickening up. So I'm gonna go ahead Pop it in the microwave for a few more seconds.
So word of advice, do not smell this.
Yeah,
It is very potent, very chemically.
yeah. And so
I could probably get very high off of this really quick.
So you have to have ventilation. There's a reason that it has these masks on here.
Exactly.
Is because if you're not ventilating, you need to wear a mask. It is very important to use protective equipment. But that's why we have adequate ventilation. And that's why when we go into the pouring phase, we'll have both of these fans running. Right now, we're keeping it right here, right in front of this fan that's pulling it and exhausting it out. That is why there is going to be quite a bit of background noise, but there's really not much that we can do about the background noise because we have to have the fan rolling for our protection.
Right.
So I definitely just overcooked this because the plastic or the flake
But that gives it
started
flavor
folding.
anyway, so, you know, when we eat it, it'll be fine. I don't recommend to actually eat it, so.
Yeah, do not eat it. No, we didn't overcook it bad.
To
I
each
didn't
their own.
overcook it bad. Okay, so
But you may see us in an
unplug
episode
this
of
one.
Unhealthy Addictions.
Bring that. What's that over there? Show again. I don't know. Bring the camera here. So, I apologize in advance. I know it's going to be very difficult, and I doubt that you'll be able to see anything in here because my first ever time doing this, I just opened this valve wide open whenever I was relieving the vacuum.
Ooh, and that's a lot of chemicals
it
out.
just exploded on the inside of the pot. So there's that.
Does it, there's no like actual sealing it?
There
It just
is.
seals on
This-
its own?
So that this rubber piece, this silicone piece, causes a seal. There's another silicone piece on the pot. So I'm intentionally gonna not do something that you're supposed to do just because it's funny. But
Excuse me, yo.
But you remember playing with cork guns as a kid?
Yeah.
It's the first year. I was
Okay.
maybe that's about it.
Turn the pump on.
Oh, you good.
So here's the switch. You ready? Cork gun.
Oh, look at that.
You're supposed to remove this every time, but it'll shoot it off.
So, see, who says that?
That's pretty cool. I'll forget about it, and then, but as you can see the smoke coming out of here, that's the exhaust fumes, right? So you want to make
that's where
sure.
the ventilation goes from here
Yep.
out. You
Yep.
want to make sure it's away from us.
Yep. Hey, you two, move over there. So I don't know. Trying to. Okay, so y'all can see it off gassing. That's it pulling all of the air bubbles out of the plastic. So that's why it's really important to do that. And I'll include some pictures in the video of some before I had a vacuum chamber and I was making baits. So those air bubbles, number one, they cause weak points in the baits. Number two, it makes your bait really cloudy. And so like the picture that I posted on Instagram, the baits that I had made, that was after the pot. That's why it was super, super clear on the bottom, because without it, it's really cloudy.
How long does it usually take to get all the air bubbles out?
About a minute, minute and a half. So you wait till the air bubbles get really big and not that common. Go ahead and pull this. So turn it off, seal it, and then you off gas slowly bringing it back to normal atmospheric pressure. You don't just jump, because it will explode on the inside of the pot. Maybe one day I'll do a video where I have just some regular clear plastisol in there, or some remelts. But okie dokie. Go ahead and pull this. And bring it over here. Get the temperature. So we'll have to do the fans again.
No, I paid so I paid the one, or I'm paying the one.
And of course, I brought mine to the house. Otherwise, I would have had my multiple plug thing.
Broken up when it's all done. Yeah.
You got to clean it off every time because then it has to melt the plastic that's on it.
Well, we should be able to pull this off now.
Yeah, so this is definitely getting to a gummy phase.
So behind something, pretty dark.
Yeah. And then we'll
Really
also
some.
show, yeah, we'll show it in water because that's where it gets really neat.
The other thing about it, look, I mean, you see that little dot in between the dots? That's air bubble!
Air bubble, air bubble. Pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna put it in there for about 30 seconds or so. Really gonna pay attention to it because if I overheat it again, we're gonna have problems. But
alright, so now this one's gonna be silly. While he's doing that, our non-sponsor, Butter Knives.
Stainless China. That's the name brand. Stainless China.
China Butter Knives. We contacted them for sure.
And they
did
told
me-
us
they did They did message back, but we don't know how to read. So,
well, we don't know how to read English either, so like let's be fair.
exactly. That's why I said we don't know how to read. I didn't say we don't know how to read Chinese or Japanese. We don't know how to read. So, we may have a sponsor, we may not. Look at it strip.
Alright, so now we're up to 358. A little toasty, but move this a little bit more towards the center. And this is where it's very important to have some gloves because this is aluminum. Aluminum transfers heat very well. So that means when you put the molten plastic in here, this gets hot.
So how do you clean that out?
I'll show you right after we get to that. You fill it up. Fill it up. Probably should have held pressure on that a little bit longer. Fill it up, and then let's see if we got enough. No, we don't. So that'll be a straight up remelt. So now we just let this cool off a little bit and I'll show you how to get all the plastic out of here. We'll put it in here, then we'll remove what's called the sprues and the runners on these guys. And then we'll remelt all of that and then we get to pour again.
We have to remelt all of this?
Not the base. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second.
Okay.
So I just run this in front of the fan for a second so that way it, boom. You unscrew this, and you bloop.
Oh, and then from there it's just cleaning the edge up and all that.
Yep. You're done. And then something, since I haven't used this in a little while, we take a little worm oil
as long as it has warm oil on the inside, it doesn't really catch any of that on the inside.
Yeah, and so you just take a little bit on that ring, and that ring is what really ultimately prevents it from all building up on the inside.
Yeah.
And so,
Nice. Did you have to order that along with the...
yes. So all in all, to be 100% honest, bait making is not cheap to get into, but it's not something that you do to try to save money with baits. You do it because you want to make your own stuff. And like normally you'd clean out this little bit in here, but because I'm shooting the same color again,
You don't have to worry about it.
yeah, because it's, so what if I get some little pieces of black and red flake in my black and red flake plastic that I'm making?
Exactly.
But like all this, you can remelt. All right, so it's been a few minutes. I went ahead and pulled the Senko mold because I knew it didn't shoot. So, sheesh, still quite toasty. That's the crawls. You rock lobster. So this is called a runner, I think is what it is. And the inside's still going to be jelly. The outside, the skin of it has set up. So take that guy, drop him in. Just helps to get them to set up. And we take this, we put it back in our cup to remelt it. So that's the crawls in that color. We got a little bit of flashing on that last one.
You're gonna toss that on under the sunlight.
Maybe it's not the one that we bought. Yeah, the one
That bad boy is stuck together pretty good. There we go. Oh, that did not go the way I wanted it to. That's the Knuckle Dragger by Angling AI in my little, what's it called? Can't think of the name of the color.
Well, I will hold your hand.
Junebug, in my version of Junebug. Spicy. Okay.
While he opens this, our next sponsor is Squirt.
Spicy.
Make them happy. Make them squirt.
What the fuck, Cholo?
Sorry guys, it's actually not a sponsor, but I really thought that would have worked out.
Alright, so then these are the flat tail worms in Junebug.
It looks like tentacles. I know where this is going.
A certain genre on a certain hub. So you just boop, pop them off. Toss them in the water. Now, I don't keep them in the water for a long time. Just keep them in there for a few minutes.
So like the crabs, I can grab one right now.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that is a knuckle dragger. It is
It looks like a cockroach.
it's a creature style bait. So I guess a cockroach is valid.
So here's the question now. I know this is like one solid piece. If a fish were to grab it, what are you gonna? What happens to the arms and tentacles?
Well, sometimes they rip off.
Oh, poor little guy. Used and abused.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it really, like, I don't know, I can't see on the camera. I'm sure it is capturing it, but like you can see all the, that's really cool. It feels like a cockroach. It really does. It's really cool. Well, I'll put it back in the water for now.
Go home.
Be home. Be with y'all friends.
Okay, so
There's,
like that, and then this guy. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna move this bowl, and then we're gonna get Cholo set up, and he's gonna shoot the next round.
oh, chingao.
Because so it's already been heated up to 350 once,
Right.
so it's gonna be fine. But
But it doesn't cool down too fast.
yeah, that 20 degrees can help. So you go ahead and we'll take the gloves, and you'll, as you fill, you'll kind of go down with it. You don't want to just go straight in, because then you're just going to get a bunch of plastic on the outside of it.
Alright, so like this.
Yep, and you want to try to avoid air bubbles. Go down, keep going down. Pull, pull, pull. All right, now come over here. You're gonna need to move quick. It's gonna keep dripping. And push.
Where's that?
All right, there it is. And there you go, there you go. Keep going, keep going. All right, next. Yep,
I think
and
that's it.
then- Yeah, that's it. Don't even worry about it. Just push what you can out. All right, that's good. A little dookie.
It look like toothpaste.
So, yep. So we would need to put more in here next time, because you can see how already it's way down there. So you're probably going to get an air bubble in the first one. So we'll just remelt that one with the screws. But the rest of them should be good. We'll see. All right. Be like, look, all these guys were caught on motherfucking baits. Like, nice. So. You're rock lobster.
Rock lobster. Look at that. So yeah,
All right.
that one did
Yep.
get a huge.
Yeah, so that was due to a pretty common mistake. And that's just not filling this up, because what happens is it will pull back, and so like that's why there's a little dimple here and a little dimple here, is just didn't hold pressure long enough. But it's very common. I do that shit all the time.
Right.
But best part is you get to reuse it.
Look at that. It looked like I got eaten. A bitch ate it.
No air bubbles, so you did good there. You better know.
Now you get back in there.
And let's see here. See how this bad boy come out. I think this one's the craws, or your rock lobsters.
Rock lobsters.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! That one.
We'll definitely remelt these.
Well, this one came out really
you got
good.
a halvesy. So this one's got an air pocket.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, right in here.
Oh, you're right.
So
I can see
I don't
that.
know if you'll see it on camera. Maybe if I bring it out to the light. So there's an air pocket right up in here.
Yeah, very hard to see.
Yeah, it's easy to see with your natural eye, but on camera, I don't know that it'll pick it up.
And then this one got eaten.
But then, like, there's a little bubble in the claw, so we'll just remelt it. What's up, Nawa? You hanging out? What's up, guys? So, I'm over here editing a video right now, and I'm editing a video that I didn't shoot an outro for because it was me and my buddy hanging out, and we went straight into shooting in another video. So didn't really have an outro shot, but I kind of did that on purpose because I wanted a moment to be able to address you guys and let y'all know, you know, why I've been gone for so long and address my little leave of absence. But for the past, I think it was three and a half, maybe 4 months, I've been deer hunting hard. Every day that I possibly could that I was not working, I was out in the woods just deer hunting, trying to get it done this year. Luckily, I was able to harvest 2 deer, but sad to say I was not able to get it on camera. I was able to get one on camera, or no, I wasn't able to get any of them on camera. I was able to get 1 deer on camera. The first one just didn't have an opportunity to film it with how we were and everything like that. Just didn't really have the ability to film it. Then the second one, my genius self left the camera in the pickup, so kind of flunked that one. But I also wanted to take the time to kind of address with you guys and let y'all know what I'm going to be trying to do this year. So this year I'm going to be attempting releasing 2 videos a week as soon as fishing picks up over here, because right now it is dead, and you guys that are in Texas know exactly what I'm talking about with this freeze. It has been rough. Right before the freeze, I went out and I nailed like 7 bass back to back, and those of you that follow me on Instagram got to see quite a few of them. But my camera was pointed at the sky the whole time, so I didn't even get to be able to post it to YouTube because it was just me going, woohoo, check out this fish, and you just staring at the clouds. So that was my bad. But this year I really want to try to key in and try to get content out to you guys and get as much content out there to try to inspire some more of you guys to get out there and go make some memories for yourselves. Maybe pick up a new little hobby. Like, I really want to try to do bait making Wednesdays, where almost every single Wednesday I want to try to release a video of me making some sort of baits, or maybe it'll be just kind of an occasional vlog thrown in there. But every Friday I want to try to do some outdoor content, whether that's me fishing or going on a hike, or my buddy Sean and I are going to be doing a spring turkey hunt this year. Definitely some hog hunting throughout the year, and going out and scouting out places on public land. So maybe I'll take y'all guys along for some of those and show y'all, you know, what we look for in a spot, and for what animal we're looking, you know, what we're looking for a certain type of animal in a certain type of area. So I just want to take the time to address this with you guys, let y'all know, you know, what's been going on. I started a new job. I'm working 7 days on, 7 days off, so I should have plenty of time to be able to make content with you guys, or for you guys. I really appreciate those of you that have hung out, and the new guys that are coming in. That's freaking awesome. This year I'm really trying to grow the channel to get to at least 1,000 subs. So I'm going to be putting out as much content as possible while still trying to maintain quality content. I'm still new to the whole camera thing and, you know, editing and all this. I've never done this stuff before. I literally just started doing this stuff on a whim. And I really want to get out there and make this content to try to inspire you guys to try something new. And to not really fear something just because you don't really know much about it. Just like me, I know nothing about this stuff. I literally just went to the store, bought a GoPro, and was like, I want to do this. And I typed into Google video editing software, and then I typed into Google, what was it, soundtrack software or whatever, or copyrighted music software, and that's how I started. So I really want to try to inspire some of you guys to get out there and maybe do this yourself, or even if it's just inspiring some of you guys to get out there and go fishing. Or some of you guys might have put your rods up a long time ago and haven't gone since, and then maybe you see my video and you go, you know what, I think I want to go out there and do it too. But I mean, the basis of my channel is all about making memories, and sometimes that means that you got to go out and do some stuff on your own to try to get some other people inspired. And that's kind of what happened here. Is I wanted to learn how to make baits, and then I got the stuff to make baits, and now my buddy's like, it's pretty cool, man. I think I want to start doing this. And so now we get together more often, and we make baits all the time. And so it's kind of one of my things is, sometimes it helps other people out, sometimes it gets them into things. And really, I just like hanging out and making memories with people. And even if that means making memories with myself of just going out and go and do stuff. But really hope you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out. If you think I earned it, guys, give me a like. Comment down below if there's some stuff that you want to see me do, especially with either my buddy Isaiah or my dad Frankfurt. Y'all comment, let us know what y'all want to see. If you think I earned it, give me a subscribe, guys. It's really what I'm hoping to do this year, is bring the channel up to 1,000 subscribers. I really want to try to get there because, honestly, I would love to be able to do this for the rest of my life. This is my dream job since I was a kid. I used to tell my dad all the time. He'd be like, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, well, honestly, I just want to be out in the woods. I just want to be out in the woods, fishing, hunting. I don't care. This is what I want to do. I just want to be in the woods. So, and like I said, just giving you guys a little heads up of why I've been gone so long. But I am doing this outro right now, gonna put it onto this video, and then I'm gonna post it, and I'll be back in action again, and I'll be bringing content to you guys regularly. So guys, as I've always said, y'all get out there and y'all make some memories for yourselves.